Hey guys, and welcome to Nicole Sauce's Thought of the Walk. I'm in Virginia this morning and getting ready to drive to Tennessee. Just finished up at the Rogue Food Conference at Joel Salatin's, and I want to talk to you about finding hidden treasures and enjoying them, because we found this really cool Airbnb that we're staying at. So here it starts with this. You get there and you see this awesome like hand pump. This is called Bell's Tavern, and it started out as just a one-room house, or maybe not a room, like one piece of a house with a kitchen and some rooms in 1790. And then they had a tavern next door that eventually got moved and attached to this house. So it's three buildings put together. Imagine arriving here at 11 o'clock at night, walking into this mudroom. The way they've gotten plumbing installed is this is the outside of the building here, and they put this bathroom in over here. And then we have a great mud room where you can just, you know, leave your mud and not take it in. So then we come into the kitchen, and this is the original kitchen space. And the way I know that is by coming over here, and you see the stove. This is how they cooked in 1790, right? You put your pots on this hanging bar, cook over fire. These people had enough money to have a nice indoor chimney. There's a beautiful screened-in porch. When I first saw this, I didn't realize it didn't have air conditioning. And I was thinking Virginia in August and no air conditioning. So then it comes over into this side room. Another big room. Old lath and plaster. When you leave these doors open with that screened-in porch and the back door open, it gets enough airflow to cool this down. So it's about, I'd say, 5 degrees cooler than outside. During the day, you close it up, goes into another room. Look at this, fireplaces. When you close it up, you keep the cool in during the day, and then when the sun starts going down, you open those up, and it stays really cool here. And it got me to thinking that the way we build our houses today, we're counting on air conditioning. They didn't have that, right? They did not have that back then. And that means that they had to think of other ways to cool the house. So I can say, after being here for a few days without air conditioning, in the middle of the day it's a little warmer, but it's a lot cooler than outside. At nighttime it was no problem. It cooled right down because of putting the doors open and getting that airflow, right? The fun part about arriving here is we got here at 11 o'clock at night and it was dark. And this is 3,300 square feet, two ladies traveling alone. Place built in 1790 and then added on into the 1900s. And then that building, the tavern, was moved. This is the tavern here that I'm showing you. This is the tavern side. Just big rooms, you know, a couple places to stay. And it's 11 o'clock at night. Haunted much? That's the first thought that went through my head. We got 5 bedrooms in here, all for very little money. It's about $85 a night, pretty good. And I'm looking around like Mom and I, we can totally just have whatever we want, bedroom-wise, all the space and privacy we want. And I, of course, said, let's just share a room, because I'm probably gonna get all freaked out if one of us is upstairs and the other one's downstairs. I'm already exhausted from driving. But this is a real hidden gem. I had no idea it was gonna be this cool. And then learning how the airflow works in a building this old, set up for maximum airflow, right? That makes a huge difference in construction. So why have we walked away from that? We're dependent on electricity to cool when we could just be, you know, using the air to cool. Like even my house, it's built into the ground. It stays pretty cool, but it doesn't have the airflow piece at night, and it doesn't cool off at night. And that makes a big deal. So here we are in the last couple of rooms. And you'll notice you're walking through bedrooms to get to bedrooms here. But that's okay, you know. It all works. And they've put a lot of thought into this place. And the best part is this. I went up that other stairway, I come down this stairway, end up back in the kitchen. As you can see, it's quite a long walk you can take through this house because it's so big. And here we are back in the kitchen with Mama Sauce. We're getting ready to leave. It was a hidden gem that we just loved, and I loved thinking about that as I think about remodeling my house. I'm thinking about how can I make it more like this, where I already have it set up so I can keep the southern sun in the summer from hitting the side with just a little bit of eave extension, right? And then I can also set it up so that there's better airflow. Hey, Salima, say hi on the Thought of the Walk.
Hello.
Salima stayed. What did you think about having no air conditioning?
It was fine, actually.
It was fine.
Open up the windows, close it at night.
Yeah.
You don't need to be 68 degrees every night in the summertime.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Surprising.
It's a beautiful, beautiful house.
Beautiful house with lots of detail. And anyway, so as I think about the remodel I'm going to do, I'm going to think about airflow, and even a house that's obviously not insulated the way that we could insulate. You know what? I can make the best of what I have and still end up with some pretty nice low energy usage. So, you know, sometimes you find a hidden gem and you can just spend the time enjoying it and learning something new, no matter where you are. Think about that as you go into your next week. Make it a great week.